Okay.
One moment. I'm just
Freaking
going
real.
to initiate the live stream. And we are live streaming.
Okay. Hey, Robert, since we were breaking your shoes a little bit tonight before the meeting, you'll have the honor of the pledge tonight.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
Visible.
with liberty and justice for all. Sorry.
Thank you. Okay, before I go into the public portion, I would really like to request a moment of silence. We had a 60-second police officer in our precinct, Stephen Chen, who passed away suddenly on November 21st. So let's have a moment of silence for our officer. Thank you very much. We will now open the public portion. If you need to speak, by the way, the board doesn't speak now, so don't raise your hand if you're a board member. Anybody in the public, use your hand raising and Marty will acknowledge you.
Nancy Lula.
Thank you, Marnie. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. I bring greetings on behalf of District Attorney Eric Gonzalez to everyone. Our office has been very active and very busy. Keeping the people of Brooklyn safe is the DA's top priorities. Just a couple of announcements. The Brooklyn District Attorney's Office is having a holiday toy drive. Toys will be accepted through December 18th. Any toy donations would be greatly appreciated. They could be either dropped off or mailed to 350 J Street, Brooklyn, New York, 11201. We're also having a coat drive. We're accepting new or gently worn coats. All coats will be donated to asylum seekers in need. Please call 718-250-388 to arrange for a drop-off, and that's until December 20th. Additionally, we're having a suit drive. Donate your lightly worn professional attire to those in need, and that's until December 31st. To arrange a drop-off, to call the same number, 718-250-3888. And lastly, the Brooklyn District Attorney's Office, along with the New York City Police Department, will be holding a gun buyback event. And this event will be held this Saturday, December 17th, with no questions asked, at Cornerstone Baptist Church, located at 574 Madison Street, Brooklyn, New York. And that's in Bedford-Stuyvesant, within the confines of the 8-1 precinct. And the event is from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Receive a $500 bank card for operable guns and assault rifles. Receive $150 for a rifle or a shotgun, and receive a $50 bank card for a BB gun or any imitation pistols. If you're interested to know more about this gun buyback and rules on how to turn in a firearm safely, the community board has a flyer. You could reach out to me, as well as the 62nd precinct has a flyer. And finally, on behalf of District Attorney Eric Gonzalez, wishing everyone a joyous holiday season. And thank you to Community Board 11 for everything that you do. Good night.
Thank you.
Hannah
Anybody else?
Wienerman.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Hannah Wienerman from Congressman Jerry Nather's office. So because unfortunately we've been redistricted out of Brooklyn, this will be my last meeting with you all. So on behalf of the Congressman, thank you so much for working with us over the past few years. I have been reporting to the community board for I think 4 years at this point. So I just want to thank Bill and Marnie and the full board for just being so welcoming and running one of the most efficient board meetings. So thank you so much. If you ever need us, my email is hannah.wienerman@mail.house.gov. You can feel free to email us anytime. I really will miss all of you. Happy holidays.
So Hannah, now you're going to the dark side. Because I can promise you, every meeting in Manhattan is 2.5 hours plus, so.
I do the Manhattan meetings too, but it's a very,
Yeah.
very unique opportunity here.
Yeah,
Happy
yeah,
holidays,
you-
everyone.
You had your honeymoon with us. Good luck to you. Good luck. Send Jerry our regards.
I will. Thank you all.
Anybody else?
Yes. Ms. John,
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Tammy John. I'm the branch manager for Music Library located at 1743 86th Street in Brooklyn. And the library, we just like everyone to know a couple of things. In honor of our 125th birthday, BPL has counted down the 125th most borrowed items from the library. And this month, we announced the #1 spot went to Maurice Sendex, Where the Wild Things Are. The campaign is an example of a local story going national. The campaign received 160 news hits with an estimated 20 million impressions as of this morning. So it was very well received. You could also volunteer at your local library to help children improve their reading skills. You can help children ages 5 to 11 years expand their vocabulary and strengthen their comprehension skills so they may become strong and confident readers. Responsibilities will be to encourage the development of reading and comprehension skills through interactive activities. You will also use the library resources to prepare reading materials and activities for children and promote the use of library resources. Training is provided for all volunteers, and they're asked to commit to 2 hours per week for a period of at least 3 months. For more information, call 718-230-2406. And last, free virtual medical billing and e-record certification training. The Library Adult Learning, in partnership with SUNY Brooklyn Educational Opportunity Center, is now offering a virtual free 15-week intensive medical billing and e-records class for the spring of 2023. Medical billing and e-records helps build careers in the medical and health insurance field. Participants will be prepared to take the national certification exam to become a certified billing and coding specialist. In-class schedules Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Spring semester will begin February through March of 2013. As I said, it's 15 weeks, 18 hours per week. And for more information, you can contact 718-622-4460. And one final, our friends of New Utrecht, they're going to be hosting a winter break celebration on December 28th. It's a Wednesday from 1 to 3 p.m. It's for families. It's gonna be outside, yes, in the cold, but we'll have lots of hot chocolate, coffee, tea. We're gonna have music, crafts, puppet shows, sing along, magic. We're gonna have a good time in the cold weather. So I invite you all to stop by and say hello, bring your families, and wishing you all a very happy and safe holiday season. Have a good night.
Thank you.
I just posted that on the chat room. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Maruba Ricky, I apologize if I didn't pronounce that right.
That's okay. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Marwa. I'm from the Civilian Complaint Review Board. For anyone who doesn't know, that's this city government agency that investigates police misconduct. So I'm going to keep my announcement very brief. I just wanted to share that our Youth Advisory Council is still accepting applications. It's for young people between the ages of 10 to 18 that are passionate about police community relations, criminal justice, social justice, and want to be part of, working with the CCRB and working with like-minded youth on special projects. We have major youth, citywide and national youth events, and one of our YSCs worked on a PSA video where they all starred in it, and just a lot of other great activities and experiences. So yeah, I'm gonna share the link to apply with the community board. And if you know any young people that you think would be would love this kind of opportunity, please encourage them to apply. And yeah, that's my announcement. I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday and a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Yes, I'm getting there.
Yep, okay. Council member, you go during the regular meeting. We're not forgetting you.
Susan Zhang?
Hi, this is Susan Zhuang. I'm Assemblyman William Colton's Chief of Staff. I just want to wish everyone happy holidays. And Assemblyman Colton has a holiday appreciation party on December 18th, this Sunday at 3 p.m. at 29 Bay 25th Street. Everyone welcome to come, and we do collect new toys for Tots for the part from and I personally will donate the food for the party, and we will have a lot of kids come to sing holiday songs. So welcome everyone to join us. And the address I'm going to type in the chat group, and the time I will put in the chat group too. And I wish everyone has a happy and a safe year. And probably I will see everyone in person next year.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you.
Gloria Daniels?
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to say happy holidays to everyone. I have not that much to report. We ordered no gambling signs for Milestone and Cethlo. Hopefully that helps with the overcrowded over that way. We've been removing garbage daily from Bensonhurst to keep the rat population low. So that's been working, they said. So I'll keep that up. And I don't know if there's anything else you want to talk about, or if you need, I'll leave my email address for anybody who needs help with anything, if they see anything.
Thank you, Gloria. Have a good holiday.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, can I have a motion to close the public portion of the meeting? Lori, seconded by Jeff. Anybody against? That's the way we'll do it. It's easier on that. Okay, no one's against. Carry unanimously. Can I have a motion to adopt the minutes of November 10th? Okay, Eileen LaRuffa, Michael, seconded. Is there anybody that has to add, or is anybody opposed? So hearing none. You have to add something, Robert, or you were just trying to second? No, okay, he's good.
I'm trying to second.
Okay, all right. Well, Michael did it already. Well, anybody opposed? Hearing none. It's carried unanimously, Morning. We will now ask Council Member Alexa Villas. She is going to talk to us, and she actually has more of our district now, so she doesn't have like only one block the way she used to. So go ahead, Council Member.
Oh, hello, everyone. My name is Councilmember Alexa Villas for District 38. And yes, Chair William is exactly right. It was a very tiny piece of the community board. I know you haven't seen me personally in quite a while, but my staff member, community advocate Brian Gross, has certainly been attending the meetings and reporting back on all the good work that's been happening. But before I jump into my comments, obviously just want to express some thanks and gratitude to Chair William and certainly to District Manager Marnie for a year of outstanding work. And has it flown by? At least it feels like it for me. I can't believe that I am already here a year. It is truly remarkable. So our community is really lucky to have your leadership, and to thank all the community board members. As a former community board member myself, I know the hours of time and energy that it takes to muddle through all these issues that are complex, and it's your involvement is so important. It is a testament to democracy. So of course, I have to remind you all to encourage other folks to come in. Remember, your reappointment forms will be due in February. So, let's keep bringing new people in, bringing the energy in, expanding kind of the universe of community members that we can share all this great work with and all this concern. So just want to remind you of that because it will be here very quickly and we'll all be scrambling to do those applications. So don't forget that. The city council, as you've probably heard both on the news and may be following enormous amount of issues, has been busy all over the place with a ton of things. In particular, I will say that one of the things we are really looking at, and you have seen the economic forecast potentially from the city, things are not looking great in terms of what the projections are for the next fiscal year. And as the state begins, the state will do their budget first, then the city council will kick in thereafter. Obviously we don't have a full understanding of what's happening, but preparing and starting to do deep dives on each of the agencies and what the preparations will be and the implications of cuts, right? Both to service levels and what it looks like, and everything from, what picking up trash, what the impact on picking up trash, which is so important across the district, is to what does that mean to schools as they rebound and are in this kind of new phase. So we are working very hard today. I was on a 2-hour session just doing deep dives on certain agencies, and that will continue over certainly the next month, where we'll really look very closely at what is happening in the agencies. You've also potentially heard that in a number of agencies, the city is facing a real crisis of vacancy, right? We don't have enough city workers in many agencies to do the job that we needed to do to maintain the level of service and, the quality of life for many of our residents. So this is a real struggle we're certainly having. And as we face budget cuts, the question will become, will we actually really be able to fill those vacancies? Despite, the level of service will not be decreasing, right? It normally increases during time of need. So we have some challenging times ahead. Nevertheless, we're persisting and working really hard. For those of you who may know, we do have a monthly NILAG van, which is the New York lawyers. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the full name. They provide a giant van with a bunch of lawyers who can really just see residents and help them think about and pursue questions that they may have where they need kind of a legal advice. And often what you'll see is there's been actually quite a lot of news around identity theft, and particularly in Chinatown portion of our district, the Asian community has been highly targeted for identity theft. I'm happy to say that our staff has worked and helped many members of the community recover thousands of dollars of their money that disappeared with these crimes. And so, we've done some sessions and we ask folks to, if you see mailbox vandalism or you see that kind of thing happening, please be sure to call the postal police. It is very, very hard thing to unravel. Identity theft affects so many people, and there's actually quite a lot of shame for folks who are targeted. So the NILAG van will be here December 15th. It's generally parked in front of our office in Sunset Park on 4th Avenue. For those of you who want to traverse here, you're more than welcome. It is a free service. We have one here every month. We will send flyers to make sure that your office has them. What else? Redistricting. So I won't drone on for too long. I know you keep this going, Chair, but as you alluded to, our district has changed, and the lines will actually come to fruition. Well, they will be implemented in January 1st, 2024. So I will not be representing the larger portion for this coming year, but certainly the following year, next year will be an election year for city council members. The district has definitely changed, and it will include a larger portion of Diker Heights and Bensonhurst, and a greater portion of Community Board 11. So our office is very excited to do that work and really, meet people where they are and try to solve a lot of these nitty-gritty issues together and really just make government work as best as we can. I didn't entirely realize that this job, I'd spend 90% of my time fighting with city agencies around the things they should be doing on the regular, but such is life, and we do it with dignity to get the responses for community members and try to solve things. I guess I will say lastly, let's see, I talked about the budget. There is so much more. I know you had a long talk about infrastructure in the community, particularly as it pertains to resiliency and water retention. I cannot underscore enough this whole battling of the leaves in the catch basins, particularly when there is water and the flooding. This sadly is happening all throughout the district and is an incredible drain for residents and business owners who are fighting the constant water and all the negative impacts. Unfortunately, as you all know, the infrastructure really is not ready for the continued impacts of climate change. It will get worse. So we really have to figure out as a city, how will we make those investments, bear the brunt of what it will mean, right? Because it will mean inconvenience. Construction and doing these kinds of upgrades will be really challenging for us. But I think it's something we have to absolutely, kind of meet head on. And also one of the things you mentioned, I know in the last meeting, was really this need for not only the infrastructure, but equitable siting around green infrastructure and where it is placed around the district. And I absolutely agree with that 100%. And we really need to look at that, both not only in the communities, but also citywide, on how we're going to really tackle this problem that unfortunately is not going to go away. It is in fact going to get more difficult as we move forward. So it is a complex problem, but I think what it requires really is our full commitment and our continued push and advocacy to push through those. I always say, if we could send a man to the moon, we can certainly figure out how to manage these infrastructure complexities and invest in them. And so with that, I would be happy to answer questions.
Actually,
yes,
we don't question and answer.
Oh, no question. Oh, okay. Well, I invite you all to reach out to me directly at our office, District 38 at council.nyc.gov. You can call us. Happy to talk to any of you on any concerns. And I wish you all a happy holiday. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year, and thank you for the work that you all do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's how we keep it brief, or else it goes off the reservation.
I know, you're the best. I think you should do board trainings across the city.
But thank you very much. We appreciate having you. Okay, so we'll now go into the chairman's report. Citizens Committee of New York with Senator Gennardis will be holding a grant info session on neighborhood business grants and all neighborhood grants for small businesses and community groups. They're going to be holding that this Thursday, the 15th at 5 p.m. If there's anyone interested in attending, please contact Marnie or the Senator's office for the registration link. Chief Kemper, the former commanding officer of Patrol Borough South, has been promoted to Chief of Transit. So we welcome Chief Charles McAvoy as the new borough commander of Patrol Brooklyn South. We look forward to meeting with the chief following the holidays. A commanding officer for the 6th Precinct still has not yet been assigned because they have a new process now. Officers that are in line for promotion to have a command have to request when they know that there's open precincts. So they make that request to, police plaza. And then the community has an input. There's a group that actually has to interview candidates. Then they will select the commander. But just to let you know, the second in command at the precinct has done an exceptional job. And so even though we miss Captain Jen, it's been very seamless for us. So just wanted to let you know that. Now, as was mentioned, the community board membership application process is now open. Anyone interested in applying should visit the borough president's website at www.brooklyn/usa.org. Now, I think, Marnie, and just correct me if I'm wrong, this includes people whose terms are up this March, correct? So
Correct.
anybody who's up this year, you should know if you didn't put an app in last year, you do this year. Get it in as early as possible. It's always good. I'm going to try to do mine in the next couple of days. So don't forget to do that. We've lost some good members at times because they just let it slide and they miss getting appointed. So if you like this and you want to still be on, make sure you get your app in if it's you a year. And that's all I have. So Marnie, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. I just want to start off that we recently received notification from the Department of Transportation that pursuant to local law 168, they are installing loading zones on the corner of West 10th Street between Avenue O and P, on 86th Street between Bay Parkway and 23rd Avenue, and 64th Street between Bay Parkway and 23rd Avenue. So local law 168 requires DOT to create a public methodology for determining where loading zones are necessary to enhance safety and traffic congestion. So one of the concerns I have, for sure, Bay Parkway between 86th Street between Bay Parkway and 23rd Avenue is in great need of loading zones. We have all the fruit stores. There's a tremendous amount of deliveries that come in and out. There's just so much room. So they really should have had curb space allocated there. The other two locations on West 10th and 64th Street, they're near residential buildings. And I don't really know. Listen, I know since the pandemic, people are ordering online quite a bit, and there's lots more deliveries, but I don't know that there is such a great need in front of the residential homes to take parking away to put in loading zones. For example, 86th Street and 20th Avenue, we have the new food store there that gets a tremendous amount of deliveries and has no curb space. So all these trucks pull in on 20th Avenue, blocking that roadway. And I would like to just submit comments because we won't have enough time. They're not looking for a recommendation from the community board, but I thought worthwhile that we ask them to really look at those locations that we have requested, like on 86th Street and 20th Avenue and 86th Street and 18th Avenue that has a tremendous amount of commercial deliveries, to prioritize those areas before going into the residential. So I just wanted to put that out there, that this is what they're planning, and those are the comments that I would like to submit. If anybody has any questions or concerns about that, Lori?
Especially for those.
What? You froze up.
In particular.
Who's speaking?
Lori. She just has
Lori's
some.
on mute.
No, I think she's doing it through her phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
But
she's
she
actually
has-
frozen. She's frozen.
Yeah. She's frozen.
Cold outside too, Lori. So that's why you called.
You there?
You can put it in the chat, Lori.
Put it in the chat,
We'll get it
Lori.
in the chat. Go ahead.
Everybody may have heard that the MTA recently released the draft plan for the Brooklyn Bus Network redesign. Beginning in January, the MTA will host public events and workshops so that they can gather input from customers and Brooklyn residents. The workshop for Community District 11 will be held virtually on Monday, February 13th from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. The meeting link is posted on the MTA's website, and we will share it with the community in our newsletter, our Facebook page, as well as the Transportation Committee, because I think there are a lot of changes and the committee may want to meet following that presentation to offer some input as a body. So we'll get that out. Beginning on December 5th, the Department of Sanitation implemented an intensive cleaning plan along the 86th Street corridor to address poor quality of life conditions and the increased need of resources and services on that corridor. They have allocated an additional mechanical broom on the midnight to 8 a.m. shift, addressing all open curb lines and streets, specifically after the private carders service the commercial establishments. An additional mechanical broom on the day line to assist the regularly scheduled mechanical broom and address all conditions in or around the pillars in the street and parking lanes. One crew of 2 sanitation workers on the 4 to 12 shift to give the corner litter baskets additional service all drop-offs, we mean garbage that's improperly disposed, and to utilize backpack blowers to service litter conditions along the stretch after commercial establishments close. An additional mechanical broom on the 4 to 12 shift to work with the crew by sweeping up all the litter that was blown out with the backpack blowers along 86th Street. This is a tremendous allocation of resources up on that corridor, and I want to thank Chiefs Miglino and Simonelli, as well as District Superintendent DeSalvo for formulating the plan to address the conditions, as well as Councilmember Kagan. The public came out to his town hall and really voiced concerns, and sanitation heard it and came up with this plan. And I'm hopeful that conditions will improve. And I just want to follow up. Ruvain had mentioned at the end of last month's meeting about the mayor's announcement on the Get Stuff Clean initiative. Basically, what we call the Leventhal areas, the public areas that were identified by the Deputy Mayor for Operations, Nathan Leventhal, during the Koch administration. So that's back in, I think, 1983. He produced a memo which identified agency responsibility for cleaning up public areas. So since that announcement, in our district, we have 34 areas that have been identified as Leventhal areas. All of those areas have been cleaned and it'll be ongoing. I don't have the upcoming schedule for this month, but I'll keep the board updated. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Marnie. Okay, is there any old business? Is there any new business?
Dr. Law.
Dr. Law.
Hi, good evening. Our center looking for volunteers teaching English as a second language. The class at 124 Avenue O, our center. Also at IS 96 is on Saturday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Anybody interested to teach English to our new immigrant community members, please call me 718-975-0955. Happy holiday to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, so hearing.
I have my hand raised.
I see, Sonia. I see.
Hi, just to say, if you look in the chat room, I put some information for some events that we're having at the 62nd Precinct and also at the New Utrecht Public Library. Everybody have a lovely holiday.
Thank you, Sonia. Anything else? So hearing none, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, and certainly Happy New Year. We'll see you all next year. Be safe and stay away from the tridemic here. Bye now.
Thank you.
Goodbye.